Hi farm friends, my name's Georgia from Grow My Goodness here in the beautiful Bay of Plenty, New Zealand. And today it has been 1 year since we started this whole project, and man, it has been a crazy journey. There have been some really great highs and also a lot of huge challenges for me, but to see how far we've come in the past year is just amazing. And we're right about to head into the peak of summer. There is some pretty cool stuff happening on the farm at the moment, so come and take a look around. Let's go. One of the most spectacular things on the farm at the moment are these zinnias. We've never grown zinnias before and I didn't even know what they were, and they've quickly become one of my favorite flowers. There's these giant zinnias. There's some really beautiful colors. They're so vibrant and there's a lot of different textures here too. They've been really great for cut flowers. We've got these raspberry ripple as well, but they've come out quite short. I'm not sure what happened here. We were expecting them to be tall like the rest of them, but they're just super short, so not great for cut flowers. But these ones here, just the colors, we've got the coral, yellow, pinks, magentas, purples, a few white, and my favorite color is probably this lime green one as well. The zinnias aren't the only flowers we're growing at the moment. We've also got some cosmos just starting to bloom. We've got some amaranthus, which is this pretty cool looking spiral red flower. And we've got some straw flower just starting to bloom as well. We've got another 3 beds of young sunflowers. Because our first 2 beds of sunflowers are just about finished. We've been harvesting some great cucumbers as well, but I have had a few issues with the cucumbers. It's been really hard to keep up with watering them. They're a really thirsty plant and we don't have any kind of irrigation set up at the moment. We just water by hand. And the other thing is that because the cucumbers are so heavy, and even though I switched them over to the new hooks and the new string, I just think I probably need to find a better way of securing them because they're so heavy. They just slide down the string. So this plant unfortunately is not going to make it. Some have done better than others, but some are not looking good at all. So there's some issues that I need to figure out here before my next season of cucumbers. We have got so many tomatoes right now and they are awesome. The colors that we have and the size of them too is really impressive. Come and check out this one. It's like bigger than my hand. I made a whole video on it recently, but I've been updating the tomato trellis to have these new hooks that we made and changing the string over as well. So that's working really well. It's been a lot easier to manage the plant, but my biggest challenge now is trying to get to the tomatoes when they ripen before the pukekos do. Pukeko, which is also known as a swamp hen, and they are keeping an eye on the tomatoes, and as soon as they ripen and they get that lovely color on them, they just come up and they eat them and they love them. We've been planting and harvesting more lettuce. Currently our 2 favorite kinds are the Da Vinci and Exiguo Salanova lettuces. And as a bit of an experiment, we interplanted with the marigolds to try and help with the pest control, but in particular the aphids. And we've noticed it's worked really well. There's no damage, nearly no damage on these lettuces. And I mean, just looking, there's not a lot of insects living in there where we had that previously, but they look really good. and we've been harvesting these as well, and they are really tasty. And also we are getting the hang of the cut and come again method. We're cutting it and they're growing back, and we are getting 2 heads of lettuce off the one plant, which has been great. We've planted 5 beds of carrots so far, and this latest bed has been the best, but also the worst. Let me show you why. So we've already harvested quite a few times out of this bed, and the carrots are beautiful. They're nice and strong, they're nice and straight, they don't have any marks, they've germinated really well. But if you come and take a look up here, there seems to be a significant problem in this area. The soil, it appears to be just really dead. The plants are really struggling here, and there's just no, the biology in this particular section. And not only here, we also noticed it here and a little bit up here too. So we've got some ideas on how we can reintroduce that life back into the soil. But if you guys have got any tips, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, but I will be making another video on how we plan to bring this bed back to life. One more point I want to talk about while we're up here in the garden. Come and take a look at this. So our broccoli beds, they really should have been flipped by now, and we haven't because we didn't have anything to plant in here. We haven't got our succession planting planned out enough yet, but that's definitely something that we want to get right going into winter. So having those crops planned, sowed in autumn in time to get them started in the ground so we can have crops throughout winter to get us through till spring. This was our first glass house that we set up about 10 months ago now. It's a lean-to style glass house, which has been great, and it's pretty old. And we found another glass house exactly the same on Trade Me just last week. So we went and picked it up. We're going to take out this wall of the glass house and build an extension. So it's going to be about 6 meters long. It'll have a door at each end, which will help a lot with the airflow and ventilation. Hopefully help get the temperature control a bit better in here because it has been pretty hot. But I will be sure to do another video and update you guys on the new glass house and include all of the costs involved with that. While we're getting that glass house set up, we're just keeping everything in here. And I've got one more big update for you guys. Come and take a look at this. Today we went and picked up our walk-in cooler. We got it pretty cheap off Facebook, and we've got it lying down at the moment because it does need a good clean and a bit of repairing. So I will be sure to update you guys on everything we do to get this chiller set up. But I'm really excited. It feels like a really big step in our journey to starting this market garden. Well, that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel so you can follow my journey. I've got some watering to do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. The first floor in the first, no! One more point I want to talk about here. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know what else to say.